So this is a really good Mississippi State team. Um, maybe one of the best teams Mississippi State's had in a while. They start off the season 11-0. They got some great wins. Early in the season, a win against Marquette, one of the better wins that our league's had in the non-conference, and Marquette's having a great year in the Big East. Their defense, they hold teams to 56.8 points a game, and there's only been three teams that has scored 65 or more against them. And sort of seven, it's been they've held everybody down. And how do they do it? They're really athletic. They're really physical. They play really hard. They're well coached. They're multiple as far as how they defensively. They'll man their zone. They'll press. Ranked really high in steals. Just super. One of the most athletic teams in the league, and maybe probably one of the most athletic teams in the country. Beat Minnesota up at Minnesota. Minnesota beat Ohio State last night. Me and my slippery rock theory. So, and at times offense has been a challenge, for us. So for us to, cut down, continue to keep our turnovers down if we can, and play better on the drop back defense, and keep these guys off the boards. They're like, I think they want to say they're 13th nationally in offensive rebound percentage. They just fly to the board. So it'll be one of our more physical games. Chris Moore has not practiced with us. I don't anticipate him practice today, but we'll have to see. So questions?
Bruce, what makes them so good at defense? Obviously, Chris Jansen has a great reputation from his time back in New Mexico State with his defense. What makes them so effective?
Big, strong, and athletic. I mean, you'll go on the floor, get down there, and there'll be three or four of those guys that you would think should be playing on Saturday afternoons for Mississippi State. Defensive end, left tackle types, just big, strong, powerful, athletic, physical. It'll be it will not be a game for the faint of heart. And they're well coached, and they hang their hat on it. They take pride in it. And the only weaknesses they've shown is the ability to shoot from three and free. Their 3-point percentage and their free throw percentage are both hurt them. Other than that, they've been elite.
Coach, Wendell Green has come alive for you these last couple of games. What things have you identified with him, and how do you keep him on that track to keep you guys going offensively?
Wendell's mindset, Wendell's mental preparation, has been really good. And Wendell is one of the best point guards in this league that doesn't get the recognition that other guards get. But that's been the story of his life as an undersized point guard. And so I think his mindset has been, I'm just going to keep proving it to you, night in and night out. That's the way I see it. If you doubt me, which I think people do, then his job is to just sort of let me keep proving it. And the thing I love about Wendell is he's able to make plays offensively and defensively. He's one of the smartest players I've ever coached. And so he's obviously a real key for us.
What stands out to them, with Tolu Smith especially?
Yeah.
He's a guy that y'all come across with, especially under this new staff. Kind of how has he been?
Yeah, it's Tolu Smith is. I think they're in another example. Tolu Smith is recognized as one of the best centers in the league. I think Janai Broome is also one of the best centers in the league. I don't think Janai Broome is recognized as one of the best centers in the league. I think Tolu Smith is. Tolu Smith has shot the fourth most free throws of any player in college basketball this year. They get the ball inside to him. He takes it to contact, and he does a great job of getting to the foul line. So, first possessions of the game, they're going to throw the ball to Tolu and try to get Janai Broom in foul trouble.
What has been the key for Janai picking it? I mean, we talked about it last month, and being more efficient, kind of picking his game up, and he's got 4 straight double doubles now. What's been the key for him to kind of taking that next step?
Well, I think that he is he is consistently he's consistently played harder, played with more effectiveness. We're able to go in there and he's finished at a higher percentage and he's got a level of confidence. Having been a now third-year player makes a big difference. You could just see heading into league play, he hasn't been phased. He's not phased on the road, and that's just having sort of been there and done that. He's got, one of the things about Janai is a very underrated athlete. Everybody thinks that running and jumping is athleticism. I know some really bad athletes that are fast, and I know some guys that can jump out of the gym that can't catch a cold, that are not very athletic. Janai is extremely athletic. He's just not super fast or jump out of the gym. And so, I think also there's that trust factor. Just trust him down in there, and all of his percentages have improved, and he's working also to be improved defensively, and he's got another tough matchup. He and Dylan both have got another tough matchup tomorrow.
Dylan mentioned that y'all were working on the transition offense. What are some areas you'd like to see improve in that transition?
What in transition when you have numbers, there's players have the ability to make plays in space, and so you still want to give the players that ability. The things that we're working on are, Mississippi State will be, they'll press you, and then they'll drop back in the zone or drop back in a man or different things like that, and we've got to be able to go from our press attack into our half-court attack seamlessly, and that's the kind of stuff that we were working on a little bit yesterday.
Coach, you guys are at the midpoint of the season right now, and you talked about some areas where you feel like you need to be improved. Realistically, what are you looking for over these next? What things are you looking for over these next few games to have the team take the next step going into the back half of the season?
You know what? Right now, it's just taking it one game at a time. We always do it that way. Every scout's different. Every opponent's different. The timing of when you play people. So, really, truly, just focusing on Mississippi State, the things that they do well, the things that we have got to do against them, and the rest will sort of sort itself out. Bottom line is that we've played 4 games in the SEC so far. We played better the last 2 games than we did the first 2 games. Can we continue to play well like we did the last couple ball games?
Yes, Bruce. How is Chance Westry doing, and have you seen any progress from him in practice?
Yeah, I've talked about it a lot. Just, and I don't mind talking about it again briefly here, but Chance Westry, offensively, was, if not the one of our best guards this summer. So he did a great job coming in. Did a great job as a freshman. And then the very beginning of the semester, he hurts his knee. It's an old injury where his kneecap kind of dislocates. And we decide that we're going to spend some time just rehabbing it, see if we can get it stronger to avoid surgery. We do that 4 weeks later. Just can't quite. It's still not right. So we decided to go ahead and have the surgery. 8 more weeks now. So now you missed 12 weeks as a freshman in the fall. He comes back, and maybe I make the mistake of trying to play him at some point guard, but that was where there may have only been about 10 minutes a game, and he wasn't ready. He's more ready now, but that doesn't mean I'm going to put him in right now. It's just hard to miss all that time, miss all those reps, and then I'm going to put him in right now in the middle of the SEC. So Chance has done nothing wrong. He's done a lot of things right. I have not lost 1 ounce of confidence, and I'm confident that in a year from now he'll be one of our better players. But unless something dramatic changes with our roster, I just think I need to protect him from being out there where the guys have had so many more repetitions. It's just not fair.
You talked about Chris earlier. If he can't go, how confident are you in guys like Al and maybe Leor stepping up?
I think it'll be if he can't, it'll be next man up, and certainly certainly Chris has been a huge part of our team, our chemistry. He's a loud voice and a physical presence, so it'll be next man up.
Last question, Nathan.
Yeah, kind of the same question, but I guess, obviously Al had his most minutes of the year in the last game. I guess just how confident does that make you in him, the fact that he played so well with such a big role, and now, like we were just talking about, if Chris can't go, he is playing so well over the last few games.
Al's put the time in. He's put the work in. He's been grinding, and over a period of the last several months, and you just haven't seen as much reward for all that work. But you saw it the last couple games. It's been wonderful to see. Not only has he shot the ball well, but he's been our leading defensive rebounder. He's playing all those minutes without turning the ball over, which is important. He's just doing all the right things, and then as a result, he's playing well.